Clay, Louis Salon Charles, not to teach you on cause, which I should not go Hello, my name is Charles Cause. I'm from the Shinnecock Nation.
My name is Lancelot Alfred Gums III. I moved back home 4 years ago. I'm 26 years old. For the first half of my life going up to high school, I'd be on and off. I'd do my schooling up the island in the city, and then I'd come spend the rest of my days out here on the reservation with my family here.
I've been born and raised here my entire life, but I can say the difference, it's like living in a country within a country, honestly. The culture is completely different, the teachings, our understanding of life and how it flows. I'm very grateful I got to learn this before I stepped out into the outside world.
This entire reservation is memorable as a kid, you know, being able to ride my bike all up and down the res, chilling out at the park behind here. The powwow grounds, our powwow grounds, which is right outside of this building, our sacred grounds. Down to even the beach over there, walk to the beach every day and just walk home. Everything is a walking distance here on the res from at least my house.
Truthfully, you know, as articulate as I may seem, I skipped a lot of school to just spend time in nature, roaming around up here. Whether it be deep in the woods or at the beach, hanging out with my friends, or just by myself sometimes, because majority of the time my friends were in school and I was learning up here. So I have too many fun memories to count, you know, from being an adolescent all the way up to now.
The landscape is different, both, you know, due to natural causes and, you know, just people with families expanding, families getting bigger. You know, the tides are pushing in a little more. A lot of land that, you know, we used to be able to walk as we was kids, you know, it's just swallowed up by water now. And that's just with the times and the tides.
A lot of our birds, quail, we don't have quail anymore. And a lot of our grasses as well. I know that's like a very tedious thing to try and nitpick at, but a lot of our grasses being unnatural species to this area has caused our birds to leave. Because normally when the grass is good, that's when the natural birds stay.
A lot of our original berry bushes, a lot of them are gone now. You know, I used to eat a lot of raspberry, wild berries, raspberries here as a kid growing up on the res. And a lot of them got cut down or are being overtaken by some invasive species. Like, I don't know who did it, but some odd years ago, some people brought bamboo here to the res. And bamboo is a very invasive species. And so, you know, try to mitigate it, keep it in one area. I'm not saying that has anything to do with the berries directly, but I don't see any more berries.
I miss our grapes. We had beautiful Concord grapes growing up here, and it's very hard to find them. Very, very hard to find them nowadays. They used to grow in an abundance. I used to be able to walk down my street and fill up a whole basket so my uncle could make dandelion wine. It was honestly awesome experience.
Our environmental department, you know, they go out, they do their surveys, they try to do what they can to bring it back. It would take more of a community effort. We gotta get every man, woman, and child on board.
It's really about approaching things with humility and the understanding that nothing belongs to any sole proprietor. We're all a part of something greater.
The first contact settlers were the ones that brought Christianity here. You know, they came over with a book saying, hey, we're gonna show these guys, show these natives how to honor our God and that there's a creator and everything, and they come over here and they see us actually living those very precepts.
For all the cowboys out west, they don't know that it started here in Montauk on Long Island. And Vanderbilt and J.P. Morgan, the big guys with the big money, they created the railway system to come out here to transport that food to and fro throughout the country, and indentured servitude as well.
They came over here, they brought these missionaries, they promised us this, they separated us from our families, from our kids, they killed the men, the strong ones, they kept the women and the children, they raped them, put them in slave labor camps, similar to something like the Holocaust, almost in a sense.
We're very resilient people, we're very caring and loving. This is why we had some of the atrocities happen to us, because we didn't look at people as bad people.
When they came over here and separated our people and said, hey, we want your land. Matter of fact, kill them. We don't even care.
So they're continuously taking an inch and piece, a little bit at a time.
When the settlers came over, they seen that in us. They seen that dance and song was another form of prayer, and they wanted to taint that. So they banned it.
The bay used to be all fresh water, which was a freshwater source of food and water. What we call Wampishau, the white man, he took it upon himself to create an inlet in there and turned it into salt water and destroyed the whole ecosystem that my people thrive from.
Brothers and sisters who believe in native spiritualism also believe that, no, I'm not following the quote-unquote white man's God. That's just another form of slavery because, you know, it was taken out of context and used against us.
We would risk not being on this planet as opposed to losing this land. That's probably rather the reason why we're still here.
Waters and shores have always been of utmost significance, being that they're what established industry in this country. As a first contact tribe, Shinnecock were the first initial tribes to help the settlers have a connection with our landscapes, specifically our waters. Our precious wampum, which comes from the quag shell, became the first form of currency in the New World as well. It's coveted for its deep purple, which stains the sands of our shoreline. Our environmental department has worked diligently to protect our coast, which was wrecked during a hurricane, allowing us to mitigate any further damage. We've completely terraformed our shoreline, restoring it to a nice, soft, sandy beach once more. We've added more beach grass as a natural barrier and fortified the shore with large stones to help break the impact of the tides that eroded away. Our waters and shores boast a wealth of wildlife, which in our culture, of course, is also a wealth of resources. We hold these waters sacred as our ancestors instructed us to.
I'm Ricardo Gamble, Desert Storm veteran.
Where you going, mama?
I am a Jane of all trades.
Hey, my girl. Come on, baby. Come on, go.
I'm a singer and a dancer.
I am the firstborn and natural triplet on the Shinnecock Nation.
I am Shinnecock.
I am Shinnecock.
I am Shinnecock.
I am Shinnecock.